EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Oh, what a move. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he powers his way up past the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Once again, it's Jeanty. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. Third and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Mendoza. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 58 yards.
58 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jeanty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The RPO is such a big part of college football, Charles, and it continues to become a bigger part here at the next level, too.
And it also helps have a rookie quarterback who comes out of that college game and is familiar with how to run it. So it works both ways. He knows what he's doing, and now it allows the coaches to call plays to get him comfortable early.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Browns first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Browns first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down. Browns.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He'll try and do this himself. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 14-yard
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That's caught by Tucker. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down. Mendoza working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's good.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll try the left side here with Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Love. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
On 1st down, it's Genty, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Love. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd and 2. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Ford. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
12 yards.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Tillman.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. Oh, look at the juke. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there is no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Love again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Touchdown. Jerome Ford from 8 yards out. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point forthcoming. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Browns 14.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Mendoza. He'll get this out to Genty. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catch in the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Gets around him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he's got Bond.
It's a
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good for a Browns 1st down. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Browns.
They'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 4. They're going to look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Love. Powering his way forward. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout,
A 5-yard gain
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Out of the end zone.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hanson in our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Bond. He's got it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's good.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
In the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And his kick is indeed good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The run straight ahead with Genty. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled at
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. And he'll get it out to in midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now again running right is Love. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll look to throw. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The tight end in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, here's Love. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a third down and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up,
Automatic
or if you're
first
going to
down.
go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. That is caught. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
16 yards.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Getting the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
30. Raiders 16.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. Lockett, the man in motion. And here's goes Mendoza, throwing to start the drive.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. Mendoza. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the fore for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the RPO, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jack Besh from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with Love here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
3rd down pass.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Mendoza now, throwing to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd and 3. That's caught by Tucker. That one a first down pickup of 8. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this out to Genty. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett, 50 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own
The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
On the 3rd down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Open man is Tucker.
Mendoza's pass. Complete to Trey Tucker. Brings up 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a toss left side, Genty. Able to avoid him. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Raiders first down.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mendoza from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
16 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go. First and goal. Genty is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Taken down right at
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout
leads to second
as they'll
and
talk
goal
things over
at
prior
the
to this
2-yard
upcoming
line.
second down play. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for him.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.